Just one sec. Okay, so officially, good evening, guys. My name is Solon. I am your host tonight, and well, it's always a pleasure to be here talking in English with you. Especially tonight, we're going to talk about daily routines, So it was a suggestion from someone else in our last meeting, and I brought this topic. I think it's really interesting. Well, we have more people to come, so I'm going to do like this. I'm going to introduce the platform and etc. And after that, I'm going to properly start the conversation. All right. Let me just check one thing here and here. And yes. So basically, TNT is a conversation platform for beginners, intermediate, and advanced English speakers. I'm going to remind you guys, this is not a class, okay? This is just a place where you can practice English in a real environment. How does it work? I bring a topic and we have a few questions related to this topic. Especially tonight, we're going to talk about daily routine, so I think it's going to be interesting. Our philosophy here is speak up, okay? So come to the immersion, share your opinion, listen to others' opinion, and be respectful, all right? As you can see, we are live on YouTube, and if you want to have access to more conversations like this, or even classes, you just need to go to talkandtalk.com.br, all right? I think I've spoken too much, and now it's your turn, guys. So please say your name, where are you from, and how did you get here on TNT? So you saw post on LinkedIn, someone invited you. I don't know. You know Philip, and he invited you. I don't know. Let's start with you, Yanka, please.
Well, good evening, guys. My name is Yanka. I am 27 years old. I am living in Campinas, doing my PhD in here. I live by myself with Mary, my cat. I I, I had the contact with TNT by Endel suggestion. Endel is a host in here in Talk and Talk, and we make part of another group, Negritude PhD. It's a group for PhD students, just Black PhD students, and I met Andrew in there, and he talked to me about the TNT, and I came. And I don't have regrets about it, just I'm glad to be part of this team, and I have been in here since November 2023. There's
Okay.
not a long time.
Okay, nice, very nice. I know Endo from a long time, I met him in 2020. I know him personally, so it's really nice that you were invited by him. So it's good. It's important to make connections, guys. So because I also come here to TNT because a friend of my university, she invited me and I came and I became a host, and I think it's wonderful. Thank you so much, Yanka. Let's hear from you, Camila. It's your first time here, so tell me a little bit about you. Where are you from? What do you do? Go ahead, please.
Good evening, guys. This is my first time in this class, but I had my first class yesterday. And my name is Camila. I am 39 years old. I live in São Paulo, and I am a finance analyst. And I heard about the TNT on LinkedIn, and I am here because the challenge, and I love to study English, and the topic today is something that I love too, about daily routine. And I live by myself, as Bianca said before. And let me see what else. I think that's it.
Okay, nice. Nice you came, Camila. I hope you enjoyed the conversation tonight.
Thank you.
And yeah, let's listen from you, Renan. What about you, man?
So, my name is Renan. I'm 34 years old. I live in Mogi das Cruzes. I'm a software developer, and I like to ride by bike. And I I started I make some immersions back in, I think it's 2022,
Yeah.
and then I came back uh, in December 2023. and I see in LinkedIn, but I know Philip from the college.
Nice. That's it?
That's
Okay,
it.
nice. What did you study? Because I know that Philip studied biology, maybe something like that.
Mm, System information.
System information, right, right, nice. And you studied in the same course as him.
Yes, yes.
Okay,
In
nice, interesting.
other group, other team, or the other class, but it's we have some classes together
Nice,
and
nice.
some
At
friends.
USP, I suppose, right?
Yes.
Okay, nice. Very nice. And welcome back again. It's very nice to have you here again. And let's hear from you, Heider. Go ahead, my friend.
Hello, everyone. Hello, Solon. I'm Heider, 34 years old. I live in Araraquara, São Paulo. I live here with my fiancée. We are living here during 1 year and a half. I always lived near Renan. I lived all in my life in Guarulhos. It's so far from Mogi das Cruzes. But I received a job opportunity and I moved to here. I always liked to live in countryside of São Paulo because the traffic on the capital is terrible, and I am so happy here. I work at aerospatial company on manufacturing area. In my free time, I like to drink with my fiancé. He drinks more than me. We like to drink together.
Nice.
I like to watching Corinthians game. Today have a game of Palmeiras, and I hope that Palmeiras lost the game today. And that's it. I like to cook and I like to enjoy with my pets. I have two dogs, Peludinho and Bob. And that's it, guys.
Okay, very nice, guys, that you talk about your jobs. A few of you have pets, have another person that live with you. Because tonight we're going to talk about daily routines, and our daily routines are really influenced by these kind of things, like having pets, studying at a PhD, studying at a university, having dogs, and etc. So let's start with the first question. I'm going to start with you, Camila, because I don't know you very well. So tell me, what is a common day in your life? Like, let's take, for example, today. What did you do? Did you wake up? What hour did you wake up? Tell me.
Today I decided to go to the office in Guarulhos, so I think
Nice.
the radar know, I don't know about you, Solon, but I think you know about it, about this place, neighbor.
Yes,
And I decided to go to the office, but it was a terrible day because it's raining here in São Paulo. It's terrible. The
it's true.
traffic is horrible. And I'd spend maybe until maybe 4 hours at the office, and I decided to come back to my home because was unable to be there. But most of the days, my routine, I wake up and go. I work most of the time at home office, so I don't need to go to the office every day. And then
Yes,
my daily routine about it, it's wake up, just work maybe until maybe I start to work 8 a.m. and I finish
8
it
a.m.
at 5 p.m. And then I go
Yes.
to have some immersions.
Nice.
And I think that's it. I don't have too much things to do. I like to read. I should go to the gym, but I'm not a not a great person like this. But I think that's it. And
Okay,
I have a
nice.
dog.
Yeah.
I don't
And
have.
what time do you usually wake up, Camila? Because you work at
Um,
8, but you work at your home, a few people would wake up, I don't know, 7:50, 7:55, What about you?
most of the time, 7 a.m.,
7
7:30,
a.m.
yeah,
Okay.
something like this. Yes.
1 hour, half an hour. Okay, interesting. Thanks so
A
much for
lazy
sharing.
person.
Yeah, yeah. Don't worry about that. Let's hear from you, Renan. I'm curious. Tell me about you, man.
I usually wake up at 6:30,
Okay.
and I work out or go ride by bike, and then 7:30 I make my breakfast and eat, and start to work 8:30.
Okay,
And
nice.
and then I work until midday, go to lunch, and then I go back to work and work until 5:30.
Okay, nice.
And then at night, I usually make my dinner or play with my daughter, and came here to TNT
Yeah.
uh, and or do other things. In the end of the night, I study a little bit or read some book until I go to bed 11 or 11 and a half.
Okay. Nice, nice, pretty standard. Let's hear from you, Hayden. What about you, man?
So I wake up 5 a.m. I
Oh,
start
whoa.
to yes. No,
Okay.
5 no. I forgot the 15 for 5. What by this?
Okay.
Yes,
Tell me more. I'm curious.
I work early. I start to work 5 a.m.
Yeah.
Uh, I work until 3 p.m. Uh, Sometimes I start to work here on the 7:30. I can to start on shifts, first shift, and the commercial time. But normally
Yeah.
I start very early. I work here on site. I sometimes I have opportunity to work from home office, but I work on manufacturing area, and I need to follow some things. I work at Embraer, and it's a complicated to follow the process of aircraft at home. It's a little complicated, and I after my job I arrived at home for a half. This year I start the gym. I
Yeah.
try I try and go to the gym every day or for 4 days per week. I try to study every day, but I am a person that procrastinate a lot. This year I am getting stop this, and I participate of a lot of immersions here, and I sleep around the 11 a.m. 11 p.m. Sorry, oh, I'm confused, but that's it.
Okay, nice. Whoa, I don't know. Let's hear from the Yanka, but so far you are the one who wakes up the earliest, you know? Let's go with you, Yanka. Tell me.
Yeah, e vai continuar. Because I wake up 6:30 as Renan. And I consider TNT as a part of my job because it's really necessary to talk in English in this job. So, well, it's a part of my job, and I tried to schedule several meetings in the TNT at 7 a.m. to help me to get up early. So I wake up at 6:30 and have an immersion in TNT at 7 a.m. And then I go to the gym because if I don't go in the morning, I won't go in another time, I guess. So I have to do this fast. And then I came to my home, have a morning snack, and drink a whey protein. I'm just part of this team, like at 11 a.m. maybe, and I have a power nap actually.
Yeah.
I sleep a little bit, like 1 hour. I need to do this. And then I started to work. I started to work like midday and half and continue until 5 p.m. And then I have the lunch. I tenho almoço, né? 5 p.m. And then I continue until 9 p.m. and I have another immersion in the TNT, and then I go to sleep.
Whoa.
It's that my routine.
Okay.
I started with TNT and end with TNT as well.
Okay, nice. Really interesting. I think your routine about work, at least, is the most different, because most of the people they start working early in the morning, like 8, 8:30. Hey, they're like too early, But yours is like begin around midday, something like that, and then go go along the day. But interesting, interesting. So let's go to the next one. I'm going to talk with you, Renan. I heard you have a daughter. So I'm curious. Do you plan ahead your days, your weeks, your months, your years? Tell me.
Who plans more stuff is my wife.
Okay.
I usually just see and forget the dates. So
Come on, man. You cannot do that.
no, but I'm not so good to this, but usually in normal days, weekdays, my wife leave my daughter to the school, and
Yes.
and then after the work, I usually play with her. Sometimes I ride my bike with her,
Her. Yes.
or and do some stuff on the house, cook or clean something, and normally we try to include my daughter on the stuff on the house.
Okay. Nice, nice. Oh, I'm
And
I'm not here to go ahead.
on the weekends we like to go to Sesc. I
Yes, nice.
There's a
Nice.
Sesc near my house, and we like to go there and go to the park. There are some municipal parks here. So,
Yeah.
and I how can I say, eu levo,
You take?
I take my daughter to the swimming classes.
Yes. That's it.
That's it.
Okay, nice. Not so nice that you don't plan, you let everything for your wife. I don't want to criticize, but I don't know. Maybe you should think a little bit about it. But let's go with you, Yanka. You seem like a really organized person. I'm always curious about these green boards behind you. There are a lot of annotations. So tell me, do you plan ahead?
Oh, I'm sorry. My microphone was open. I didn't
Don't worry.
notice. I'm sorry. It's my thesis. Sometimes I have to put the things in the blackboard, but it's just some annotations maybe.
Yes.
And yes, I planned every end of the year. I try
Okay.
to plan like 6 months that I am going to have, but because I have some deadlines that I know that will happen. So it's better to me to organize myself to accomplish these deadlines in time. And it's better if I can accomplish these deadlines before the deadline, like three
Yes.
days or 1 week. But yeah, some unseen events, alguns imprevistos occur during the time. So I try to replan the things when it's necessary. But yeah, but it's like a fake control, I think, that I have in my life because you can plan, but the life is giving a shit for your plan. So it's that.
Okay, interesting, interesting. You try to plan ahead, but actually you don't need to plan. I don't know. because life doesn't follow like a straight line, it's kind of dangerous. But I think it's important to plan. Let's hear from Hader. He wakes up really early. I don't know, man. Do you have time to plan ahead? Tell me.
Normally, when I wake up, I can't to think a lot because I am like a lot of sleep, but it's okay, it's normal. So I try to plan on the Monday. I
Yes,
normally
Monday.
try to planning when I arrive at the work. I go to the gym. After that, I study English. I don't follow always, but I try. Similar, like I said, you have a plan, but sometimes can change. But I try to plan weekly. If I will follow, I don't know, but I try.
Okay, the important thing is to try, man. Okay, that's the important thing. Let's hear from you, Camila. What about you? Tell me.
I was thinking about this days ago because I had a plan for the year, but we
Yes.
are almost in April, and I was like, oh my God, what's happened with the plan? So I need to reschedule some things. I have some things that I am really, I don't know how to say this. Um, I need to follow these things hardly, something really to
Yes.
study, something really to read some books. But sometimes, every time something happens, and I need to, oh my gosh, where's my plans? What happened? Who is this person living this life? So I need to reschedule some things, but I like to do this, but not years, because I know that I'm not able to follow this during the year. But maybe weeks, I can follow this during the week. But years, it's really hard for me. I am trying this for years, but I think, yeah, I will go step by step, maybe month, 1 month, and other. But I like to do this. I think it's really necessary. But I am fail all the time.
Okay.
Fail all the time. Yeah.
No, interesting. You said you try to plan your weeks. Hader also said the same. He tries to plan his weeks. Yanka said that she tries to plan 6 months. Renan, I don't know, man. We need to improve that. We need to improve that.
Maybe one day, you know.
Yes, one day. Let's
Yes,
start
one
with one
day.
day. Okay, so let's go to the next one, guys. And I'm going to start with you, Yanka. In your opinion, in your life, tell me, what would be a perfect day for you?
A perfect day is a day that I can follow my routine
Okay.
without unforeseen events like imprevistos. When I do the checklist, I wake up early, 6:30. Yeah, I went to the TNT. I went to the gym. I did the
Yes.
things that I schedule. And at the finish of the day, I feel like I did a lot of things, but I feel a sufficient sensation or a competence sensation that I made it. So yeah, when I did this, I think.
Okay, so a perfect day for you would be just follow the plan. Can I resume?
Yes.
Okay, nice. Interesting, interesting. Let's hear from Hader. What about you, man? What would be a perfect day for you? You would wake up at 4 a.m. I don't know. What would you do?
So I always wake up early. Tomorrow will be a holiday and I will work. I wake up early again, but it's okay. So similar, Yanka, a perfect day to me is similar today. I wake up early, I work, I deliver some things. I arrived at home, I go to the gym, I exercise my legs. I
Yeah.
arrived at home and I am participate of the immersion. To me, it was I had always my plan. Today is a perfect day to me. Now I needed to follow this every day. It's a complicated, but sometimes I get.
Oh, you, Hader, you, Yanka, you are too boring. The perfect day for you is the day that you plan. Let's hear from Renan that doesn't plan anything. let's listen what is his perfect day. Let's go, Renan. Go ahead.
I I don't plan too much, but
I know it. I'm counting on it, so tell me.
but but I have my routine very standard. Very
Yes.
most of the days are are similar, so I like to have my routine, even
Okay.
though I don't plan too much ahead. So the
Okay.
perfect day for me, it would be a day when that I can exercise early. I go to work and I can solve some problems and and I can play with my daughter and study and read something at the end of the day and don't go to sleep too late.
Okay. Nice. Interesting. Interesting. I don't know, surprise me, Camila. Tell me, what's a perfect day for you?
Renan is the guys who could surprise you. I'm not. For me, the perfect day should be the day that I can follow my daily routines, all that daily routine. But sometimes I need to
Okay.
choose this and it's not able to do. For example, I am in the challenge. So I need to do the class, maybe more than one for a day. And this is really hard for me. Or I have to wake up early or I go to sleep late. So
Yes.
I cannot surprise you because I like to follow a routine. I think I need because if I don't, my person was like, "Oh, what should I do?" It's always something fun. It's always something related to a good things. And I decided this year to do some things. Decide to study a little bit more related to English or Spanish too. So I don't need to follow my instinct. I don't know how to say this. Instinctos. I don't know.
Instinct?
Instinct.
Instinct?
Yes.
Just like
I
that.
don't know
Yeah.
how I cannot follow this because I know this is a terrible thing.
You know what, guys? Just one thought here, we can summarize here that at least for the four of you, the perfect day would be a routine day, right? So if we stop to think, most of our days are our routine days. So we all must be really happy, because every day is a perfect day for us. So there's no excuse to be sad, You are just following your dreams and
No,
planning
because
ahead.
sometimes you decide I don't have meetings today, and then
Yes.
when you can look at your calendar, you're like, oh my gosh, what's happened here? I'm not in control of this, so this is not a,
No, no,
a
you're not.
routine.
You're
Yes,
not.
yes.
But what
Oh, I think he's
I think it's
frozen.
freezing.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes, I think yes.
Oh God.
as I'm
Let's
trying to come back, just one sec.
Oh, okay, okay.
you come back.
I came back. You know what? This was not planned, so this just ruined my day. It was not a perfect day anymore, So so let's go to the next one. It's kind of related. I'm going to start with you, Hannah, because I was going to ask you anyway. So is it important to have a routine every day? Like, I already know what to do when I wake up. What do you think?
Yes, I think it's really important.
Okay.
I really like to have a routine. If something go uh, other way, it's go beyond the daily routine. I get a little lost,
Okay.
and I like to have a routine.
Okay, nice. Let's go if you, Hader. Tomorrow is a holiday. I know you were going to work, but tell me, do you think it's important to have a routine even on these days, like different days? Tell me.
Yes, I think it is important because you can analyze the periods during the day. Tomorrow I will work. Saturday I will work. Normally I work from Monday to Friday, but I've been working a lot.
Yes.
But it is important because you can measure your evaluation, I don't know, evolução, day by day. If you don't have a routine, you is a little lost. For example, if you don't have a routine to study English, you don't have a routine to go to the gym, we don't have a routine to relax, to drink a beer. I think I have a routine on the weekends to enjoy with my fiancée. She drinks a lot, I said. But we try to drink every weekend. But we go to the church also. We have this routine, and it's necessary. Uh, isn't just the for job and other things, but to stay free is important to have a routine, and to me
Okay.
it's important. Yes.
Okay, nice, interesting. And I don't know. Let's go with you, Yanka. What about you? Tomorrow is a holiday. Did you plan something? Is it important to have everything planned like for tomorrow? Tell me.
For tomorrow, I don't know, but I agree with you guys. I like to have a routine because I have big goals, and I have the custom to break these big goals in small steps, small chunks. So I have to do small things during every day to achieve this big goal that I have. So when I lost one day, I know that in the other day I have to work in a double time, in a double time to accomplish the day that I lost. So it's nice to have this routine. And as Raider said, even the free time, it's nice to have planned because if I don't have the free time planned, I just put work in every day, even in the Saturday or Sunday. So it's nice to plan this. But for tomorrow, I'm going to work. But in Saturday, I'm going to see my family. So I am working tomorrow to be free in the Saturday.
Okay, nice. Thanks for asking. Let's hear from you, Camila. What about you? Do you agree? Do you disagree? Tell me.
I will try to explain this.
Okay, go ahead.
Let me know if this is going to be clear, okay? I think
Okay.
we work every week almost 14 hours for another person just because we need money. And I think in my case, I like to spend sometimes on the weekends doing something for me. For example, if I had to study, this is for me on the weekend. So we spend all the time, most of the time, in the week working for another person, and we cannot enjoy or just improve ourselves. So I think on the weekend, I decide to do things for me. So if I go to the gym, this is for me. If I decide to study, this is for me. So I think this is my way to think about routine or the weekend, because sometimes the people say, oh, your days on the weekend is almost like your days in the week. And I say, no, this is not the same. I don't have to work on the weekend. I just working for me. So this is my philosophy, I guess.
Okay, interesting. This is really interesting because your weekends are full of activities, but there are activities for you, so you feel
Yes,
pleasure in them.
yes,
Interesting, interesting. Everything you said, guys, I think is related to the next question. So I'm going to start with you, Hader. I don't know. You said you wake up really early, so I think you are a really disciplined person, So someone said discipline is liberty. Are you a disciplined person? Do you agree with this phrase? Tell me.
I am a disciplined person with it's my obligation. For example, I need to
Okay.
wake up early because I need to work. But in the last of year, I had a plan to be more disciplined person because I wasn't. And this year I started to change. For example, I started to participate more in immersions because in the last year I wasn't participate. So I weren't, eu não era uma pessoa disciplinada, but I became to be more disciplined because I was lost a valuable time, and the time is money, and I don't, I can't to spend this.
Okay, nice. Interesting, really interesting. You said you were not a disciplined person last year, but you changed it. Really nice guy, really nice. Let's hear from you, Renan. What about you, man? Do you agree? Do you disagree with this phrase? Are you a disciplined person?
I try to be, but
Okay, this is good.
sometimes it's hard. I think uh, I think the main thing is to keep motivated on
Okay,
the things you need to do. I think that's the key. But this year I am disciplined with making exercise. I'm really following and to work too. And but I try to read more some books this year, but I'm not too disciplined with that. I need to improve.
okay, okay, nice. You said you try, man. I think the most important thing is to give the first step, you know. So I am in your team, you know, Hannah. So let's try, let's try. It's important. Let's hear from you, Camila. What about you?
I agree with the discipline is liberty. I think this is the way that we can do to follow what you decide to do. So if you had some plans that you decide in the beginning of the year, for me, it's unacceptable that you cannot do it because this is what I decide to do. And I am not following what I decide. This doesn't make sense for me, but I know, of course, I had some things that I cannot follow. For example, go to the gym. I cannot do it. I cannot do it. But I decide to do in the beginning of the year. So there is like something that a bird in my ear said, "Oh, you are failing in these things." But I agree 100% that discipline is liberty because it's the unique way to achieve your goals and the goals that you decide for you. So I think doesn't make sense. You have to do this.
Okay, nice. Bianca, let me hear from you, please.
I agree with Camila and you all guys. To me, discipline is it's really necessary. I never had a job, a 9 to 5 job, you know, that
Yes.
you enter at 9 and finish at 5. I always have to do my time to work. Sometimes I work more, sometimes I work less, but discipline helped me to build a routine, I think. But I think that I learned during this process, it was to try to not charge me a lot, you know, to be
Yes.
a really compromised person, because sometimes I feel so stressed and frustrated because I couldn't accomplish one point of my routine. Even I could accomplish, like I had 10 points and I just couldn't accomplish one point. This point stays in my head, you know, you failed. So it's nice to do not charge yourself so much, I think, and try to give the first step, as you said.
Okay, nice, nice. So you are a disciplined person. We can inquire that, right? Right, Bianca?
I am working on it,
Okay, okay. It was
always.
not clear for me, you know, so I got curious, but you're working on it. It's nice. It's nice. So let's go to the next one. I'm going to continue with you, Bianca. So these questions is divided in two parts, you know. So I'm going to ask the first one, And depending of your answer, I'm going to ask the second part. So what is something you want to do, but you haven't yet?
I don't know. The first thing that comes in my mind, it's an internship
An internship?
abroad during 1 year. I want to do, but I don't have yet. But I am working on it as well. I
Okay.
am really trying. And what about plan it right now? I am planning it right now
Okay.
to attend in this meeting, talking talk, help me to develop my English that I know that will be necessary when I go to there, if I go to there. And well, I'm doing my job. I think, as I said, I have this big goal and I break this big goal in small steps,
More
and I
steps,
am
yeah.
trying to do this every day, I think.
Okay, nice. So you haven't done this internship yet, but you already planned it. You kind of know what you need to do and etc., right?
Yeah.
Okay, nice, nice, interesting. Let's go with you, Camila. What about you, girl?
I think it's about a certification in English.
Okay,
I
like
am,
TOEFL and etc.
yes, yes. And I am
Nice.
thinking about it, but I'm not so hard thing. I'm not working so hard to do this, but I think when you ask me something that I want, but I haven't, I think this is one of the things. And maybe travel abroad. I had this years ago, but I am thinking again to do another big trip, maybe
Yes.
to study about the certification. I could use it like, oh, I go to just to, to have a new experience again. And I went to Europe all the time that I travel abroad, and now I am looking for maybe, I don't know, USA and spend some time there, but not so officially. I'm just thinking, just ideas.
Okay, and now comes the second part of the question. Why are you just thinking? You can plan already, you know?
Um,
You can plan already.
About the certification, I am really, I don't know how to say this, maturando the idea.
Okay, I don't know how to say that in English too,
Yes,
you
I think
know, but
it's
that's
a
okay.
really hard word. I am just, I don't know how to say this. I don't know why I say this in Portuguese. But I think it's, I am really deciding to do this in the half the year, after the half the year. And it's a big goal. I know that I need to work, study more than I am studying. So this is why I cannot do this yet, but I am planning.
Okay,
I am in
okay,
the
nice,
path.
nice. And now comes my biggest challenge, you know, because it's Renan, and Renan doesn't plan anything. So tell me, Renan, I'm curious.
Oh, I plan.
Go
Not too
ahead,
much,
tell me, I'm
but
curious.
I plan don't have plans.
Yes, it's perfect strategy.
no,
Go
but
ahead, man.
I I want to work for a company abroad, work
Yes.
from here, but I am trying to improve my English
Okay.
to achieve that.
Okay. This is the first step of your plan, improving your English.
Yes, yes.
Okay. What is the next one? Just out of curiosity.
Mm. I'm doing some interviews.
Okay, that's
So,
good. That's good.
and I think it's that.
Okay, nice. Camila and guys, Yanka just sent a link here. I think it helps with TOEFL. You can explain, Yanka. Go ahead. I don't know.
Yeah, it's a platform that helps us to study to the TOEFL test or IELTS as well, if you want, Camila. It's really nice, have a lot of questions to train, and the most challenging thing in this test is the time. So it's nice to train the time.
Okay, nice. Thanks for sharing,
Perfect.
Yanka.
Thank you.
Yes. Let's go with you, Heather. What about you, man? What is something you want to do but you haven't yet? Tell me.
So my main plan this year is related to English.
Okay.
I need to be more confident. I try to get this. For example, this year I am responsible for a project in the company that I have contact with Swedish guy every days, and I am not completely confident. And
Okay.
I am trying to participate the Imersão. I try to study, but I am not confident yet. And I am study every day, every week to achieve this goal. It's a little, it's a process. I try day by day to improve, and I think in the final of the year, I will measure my growth.
Okay, nice, interesting, man, interesting. Coming to TNT is a big part of your plan, you know, because you practice English, you learn. Very nice.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so I don't know. I think we have time for one more, and we have three questions. I don't know. I think I'm going to ask number nine. You know, I'm going to start with you, Renan. So tell me, do you have a daily diary? Have you ever had one to help keep track of the things you're doing, or never? You never thought about it? Tell me.
I never have a
Never.
diary. No.
Okay. And how do you keep track of things? You know, like, oh, I'm going to do this, I did that. You just keep that on your mind. That's it.
Well, sometimes I use some tools,
Okay, some tools.
uh, or my or the app in the cell phone to schedule the stuff, but I never had a diary.
Okay, nice, nice. Oh, his daughter. Very
Yes.
nice, very nice. Let's go with you, Heather. What about you, man? Have you ever had a daily diary? I don't know. How do you keep track of the things you're doing, the things you're going to do, and etc.?
So for my personal life, I don't have. I just
Okay,
try to have some plans in my mind. I use the own notes on my job to do the
one note.
activities. I put some things there, the things that I need to do. But just in my job, in my personal life, I don't have. I try to use the agenda, but I don't like it to put some things there because I can't to delete. For example, I put some plans in English to study there, but I don't follow, and now I can't to delete. I don't know. I don't know why.
Okay.
It's a problem, but I don't have.
Okay, nice. Let's hear from you, Camila. What about you? Have you ever had one? Have you ever thought about it?
Yes, I have tried a lot. I had some post-it
Okay,
here in my wall, but I need to be better in this way to organize my things. I think Notion, something like this. I need to decide. I am using a lot Google Agenda right now
Google
because of
Agenda, nice.
the class here. So I am feeling more organized just for 2 days, okay? Because I started yesterday. But I think I am feeling better. I don't know what's happened. I'm just 2 appointments at my Google Agenda and I feel organized. But I think it's just a good step.
It
You
is,
know.
yes, yes, it is. You know, a lot of people who have diaries or agendas, they talk about this feeling. You know that you know
Yes,
what you need to do, but you don't write. It kind of seems like I'm not organized. But when you know the things you need to do and you write down, you think, I'm organizing my life. You know, I know
yes.
I'm planning ahead. So it's really, really interesting, Camila.
Follow me for my trip for more tips,
Yes,
okay?
exactly. Let's go with you, Yanka. What about you?
I don't know if I know what it's a diary. Diary, it's a diário
A
or
Yes, it could be like a diario where you write every single day, or something like an agenda or any notebook that helps you to keep organized, you know?
okay. I have a sheet on Excel that I
Okay.
planned like several months, and I follow that sheet. It's funny to say sheet and sheet, but
Yeah.
it's a planilha, a cheat sheet. É uma planilha on Excel that I planned my day, and even my personal life I put in there because sometimes I just forget to answer some people, for example, and I had to put in there and to remember that I have to do some personal things. So yeah, I have this and help me to keep organized. And it's nice to me, don't have to plan my next day, you know. So I just wake
Yes.
up and I just open the sheet and I know what I have to do. And I know more or less how it is my routine, so it's easier to me.
Okay, nice, nice. And that's it, guys. I think we don't have time for one more question, but we have one time for one link, you know? And this link is really important. It's the link of our survey here on TNT. So please, if you can, access the link and give me. I'm not a lot of people ask about give your opinion about the meetings and etc. But I'm going to be selfish here. I'm interested in topics, you know. So please give me ideas of new topics. Give me ideas of things you would like to talk. And if you can, also share your opinion about the meeting, you know. And I don't know, Camila, it was your first time here, so tell me, how was the meeting for you? How was the conversation in general? How was the people? How were the people here? Tell me.
Was a great conversation because we are here almost 10 p.m. and
Yes.
tomorrow it's a holiday, so I was afraid about it. Oh my God, how would be the mood of this meeting? So it was a pleasure to be here. I think it was so easy to have this kind of conversation, and of course we are just like friends talking. So this
Yes.
made the conversation really light. I think it's not so a tough thing to do, but I love it.
Okay. Nice, nice. Thank you so much. Let's hear from you, Hader. What about you? What did you think about this topic? What do you think about the conversation, about the others' opinions? Tell me.
Very good conversation, good topics. The person here have a good level of English. Congrats for this, and this helped me a lot when we have this level of knowledge. The person in the room, and I'm so happy to be here. And congrats for your immersion, Solo. Solo ou Saulo? Não sei pronunciar seu
Solon,
nome.
Solon.
Saulo.
Yes.
Saulo.
Okay,
Congrats.
guys.
You have good
Yeah.
topics.
Guys, and I'm going to ask you, please answer the feedback with ideas, you know. This topic, especially this topic tonight, it was an idea of someone that wrote on our survey, you know. And I think it's really interesting when the community participates in our immersions, you know. And well, I think that's it. I don't know, Renan, did you get any insight of how to start planning? I know to how to start, I don't know, at least an agenda, something like that. Tell me.
Yes, yes. I need to organize myself. But
Don't worry, don't worry. We are always starting. And guys, that's it. Thank you so much for tonight's participation. I think it was a great immersion. Thanks so much for your opinions, your ideas, Ianca, Renan, Camila, Hader. It was a pleasure be talking to you. And please come back for another immersion, not just mine. We have immersions during all the week, you know. You just need to go to talkandtalk.com.br and there you can schedule more immersions and even classes. All right. So that's it for tonight, folks. Thank you so much for participating. I hope you